trying to locate a familiar face. I just need to know who we're here for. As we silently walk down the corridor, my mind never stops thinking about why we are here. I look up at Blake, asking the one question that makes my heart squeeze with such intense pain it feels like it might explode. Is it Mom? Dad? I can hear the pleading in my tone. He gives me nothing, continuing to look straight ahead. My eyes go back to the floor, following the tile pattern as we make our way beyond the entrance to the emergency room. The first thing I see is both of my parents, alive and healthy. My mother has tears running down her cheeks, and my father has his arm around her shoulders. They are standing next to the nurse's station. I look back at Blake in horror. Is it Nanny? He doesn't have time to answer, because Crystal comes out from behind the nurse's station in her everyday uniform of blue scrubs and Crocs, wearing a stethoscope around her neck. With one glance at her face, I stop my feet in their tracks. My feet are stuck to the floor as if someone crazy glued them to that spot. I can see the hurt and tears in her eyes. She looks at me with her head tilted sideways, her bottom lip trembling. My body blocks any movements I try to make. I try to advance to Crystal, but I can't. My knees start to give out, and a horrible shrieking sound comes from somewhere. I try turning my head to see where the yelling is coming from, but I can't. I'm on my hands and knees in the hospital corridor. It isn't until the coldness seeps through my hands that I realize I'm the one screaming. That wretched sound is coming from me. Me. My throat raw, my eyes burning, and my heart irrevocably broken. No words need to be said. No confirmation given. I don't need them to bring me to a place where we can talk quietly. It's at that moment I finally know what everyone else knows. My husband is dead. My brother bends to pick me up, my body enveloped by his warmth. He carries me to the little white room I didn't want to enter. He sets me on a chair, and my father's strong, warm arms wrap around me. I rest my head on his shoulder while my mother takes a seat on my other side. My father cradles me in his arms. Pieces of conversations float around me as I try to come to grips with the life-changing news. It was a head-on collision. He was DOA. I turn in my father's arms and ask in a hoarse voice, "Where is he?" I try to stand, my legs still weak. "Honey," my father says as he stands up with me, putting his arm around my shoulder to give me the strength to remain standing. "I don't think—" "I need to see him." I can hear the resolve in my tone. I need this. I look at Crystal, who can see my determination in my eyes. My best friend nods and holds out her hand to me. I put my hand in hers, and the strength in her grip gives me the push I need. "I have to warn you." She doesn't have time to say anything else, because at that moment 2 officers walk into the waiting room. They look around, and once their eyes fall on me, they freeze. Frank Vincent, one of the officers, and I went to high school together. I can see the pity on his face as his eyes meet mine. He takes his hat off as he makes his way to me with a brown bag in his hand. "Hailey, I'm so sorry for your loss." I don't know what to say, so I just nod. "Here are Eric's belongings from the scene." He hands me the small brown bag folded at the top, weighing only a few pounds. My hand reaches out to grab a piece of my husband. "If there is anything you need, or if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Again, I'm just so sorry." I nod absently at his sentiment, but I can't pull my eyes away from the bag. This bag holds the last things my husband touched. If I had known he wouldn't be coming home tonight, I would have stopped him from flying out the door this morning. I would have grabbed him for another kiss or hug, or just stared into his eyes. Instead, the last memory I have of my husband, Eric, was his trademark smirk as he walked out the door. For the last time. Blake shakes Frank's hand as Crystal drags me away from their whispered conversation. She pulls me into a separate room where she closes the door behind.